Imagine this. A company implodes. Two VPs lose their jobs, and all because of one simple ACTA system administrator saying no to working on a doctor's home computer. Sounds unbelievable? It's true. This is the story of how I ended up fired and why it led to something much better. Back in 1993, the dark ages as we call them now, I was the sysadmin for a medical transcription firm. We were doing groundbreaking IT stuff printing transcriptions at hospitals remotely using print queues with modem numbers hard-coded in. It worked like magic until, well, it didn't. I was on call 24/7/365. Sleep? A luxury I hadn't seen in months. I averaged 3 hours a night and managed little catnaps here and there when I could. Anytime something went wrong at the hospital side, guess who had to go fix it? That's right, me. A few months after starting, two VPs from corporate relocated to my city because we were their most productive location with the highest profits. The first thing they did was fire the current director and take over operations themselves. My job then shifted from merely taking care of our systems to also handling the doctor's computers. I did what I could, but was secretly sending out resumes. One day I was told to go to a hospital to see why printing had stopped. By this time, I hadn't been home for 2 days and hadn't slept in 18 hours. Walking into that hospital felt like walking through quicksand. Every step felt heavier than the last. I arrived at the hospital and found out someone had unplugged the modem. Plugging it back in was simple, but then a doctor walked over to me with an ultimatum. VP1 told him I would go to his house and work on his home computer. I politely explained that I couldn't do that and that my immediate priority was getting some much-needed sleep. That was when the nightmare really began. As soon as I returned to the office, I got escorted straight to the VP's office. Both VP1 and VP2, along with the office manager, were there. They started chewing me out like I'd just set fire to their precious servers. I laughed at them. After all, who else in a 10,000-mile radius knew anything about this system? But they lost their temper and told me I was fired. Immediately. With no warning, no severance package, just get out. I remember responding with just one word: thank you. It was December 15th, my oldest son's birthday. On the way home, I stopped at a mom-pop computer store to drop off a resume, thinking maybe they could use some help. They told me there were no openings but would call if anything changed. As soon as I walked through my front door, my girlfriend was at work, and the answering machine had been blinking non-stop. I pressed play. Our primary Novell engineer just quitare, you still available. I called them back immediately to confirm that it'd be there the next day. A new chapter began with a much more peaceful career. Better pay, rotating on-call shifts, and most weekends off. That medical transcription firm, it imploded. The VPs were fired, and they floundered for about a year before being bought up by a competing firm. Sometimes saying no can lead you to the right pathone where you're not just surviving but thriving. So, what's your story? Have you ever had to say no in a situation that led to something better? Share your experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on more of these incredible true tales. Until next time, keep telling your own stories because they're worth sharing too.